The regular recommended daily dose of funny is just not enough. Thankfully, we have extra funny with TJ and Riggins.
Right. Lindsay, the other day when you were telling us about how your grandmother taught you to never let anybody see you without your makeup and all that until you looked your best and all that stuff. Was that your dad's mom or your mom's mom?
Mom's mom.
Okay. Was she really pretty, or is she pretty? I don't know. Is she alive still?
She's not alive. She died at 95.
Year of 95 or at 95 years old?
She was 95 years old.
Whoa. Wow.
Yeah. She did very good skin, very good complexion.
Yeah. Because I would think if she's that into making sure that people always see you at your best and all that, she had something she was working with.
Yeah.
I think a lot of times when people, you look at them and go, "What? Do you not even care about how you look?" They really don't, because they know it's not going to do any good.
What's the point?
Fine. And sure. She was a bleach blonde to the day she died, honey.
Really?
Good for her.
95 bleach blonde.
Bleach blonde, honey. Hair color every week.
Color every week? Wow.
I mean, color a lot. And the permanent, the perm and the color was just on her rotation.
Now, did she get all that done at the salon, or did your mom do that? Give her a perm and stuff?
Yeah, she had a stroke later, so she couldn't, go to the salon. And so my mom would come over and do it.
And that's a Southern woman thing, Riggins, that I don't know what it is, but older Southern women just know how to fix somebody's hair, whether they've had any training doing it or not.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. When my grandmother would miss her Friday appointment for whatever reason, she needed to get her hair fixed, they would say. And so my mama would go over there and break out those black brush curlers. They call them rollers.
Yeah.
Give her a shampoo set. And she would always say, "I tell you what, you do just as good as Peggy."
Really?
Yeah.
Peggy was her beautician.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's just you're born with it. It's like, baby, you're born with it. You just got the skills out the womb.
Yeah. Or, Southern women have to learn how to do it because they're all, they're always needing to do it on one of their friends or family members, I guess. I don't know.
And once you've seen it, a couple times, you can do it.
Yeah. Really?
Mm-hmm.
And I think those, now there was a difference in the quality of a perm that you would get at Walmart or something in the box and then do it at home, and the ones that the salons used.
Totally.
But the ones that you could buy OTC, over the counter, they came with instructions and the whole thing.
Yeah. OTC perm.
Yeah.
Did you ever dye your hair with one of those things that you bought out the store like that?
Oh, many times.
Oh, really?
Many, many times. Yeah.
Some bad,
some
she does
good.
now.
Really?
Yeah.
No.
Oh. I don't know.
Can't tell.
They can go south quick, and they have for me before. So, but you always think you can do it,
Yeah, but there really is a truth to the salon quality products. I mean, it's when I had hair, I knew the difference.
Tell me about it. I just ran out of I've been doing my hair a little bit more lately.
Yeah.
And I use this pomade stuff that I've had since when I got my hair cut, and I spent like 100% on the tip.
Yeah.
She sold me all that stuff. I had to go buy some more the other day, or I ran out, and I was like, I need to get some more. And I looked it up, see if I could buy it on Amazon. First of all, you can't.
No.
But it was $27 for this little jar, and I went, I'm looking for something else. I'll go find something else. It was $27 for some hair gel.
But see, your hair is so good that you wouldn't have to use over-the-counter stuff because your hair just naturally looks that good, and I'm sure it's easily manageable and all of that. But you will tell a difference if you go to, like, say, Sally Beauty Supply or Walmart or somewhere. You'll be able to tell a difference in that and what you get at the salon.
Really?
Yeah. Don't you think, Lynn?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now, my little friend Jenny prides herself on being able to find shampoo and conditioner and stuff that is cheap and just as good as salon stuff.
It's like her her thing, her
Yeah, her
mission,
mission,
to find.
yeah.
I love that. Yeah.
And my wife, she turned my wife on to some kind of shampoo or something, and Jody said it's incredible.
Really?
Yeah.
What is it?
Yeah, you
Spill
gotta
the
tell
tea.
I don't know. Ask Jody.
I'll text
She'll
her
tell you.
because I'd love to know that. I love a dupe. That's what I call them, a dupe.
Yeah.
I think it's White Rain.
I think it's Head and Shoulders.
I think it is. I use White Rain's bar soap. I didn't even know they made that stuff.
I didn't either.
Is the cheapest guy at the grocery store. I went, White Rain makes a soap, because that's what we use as a shampoo growing
Yeah.
up. But since I became an adult, I don't use shampoo anymore. I just use the bar of soap. But now they make White Rain. It's $1 a bar.
Wow. I figure you to be more the type to use white supremacy, right?
It's a terrible thing to say. You got any of that white supremacy ring? White supremacy castle?
I tell you though, you could probably get great service out of soap and stuff that they sell at Everything's $1 or whatever, the Dollar Tree.
I know. I should probably go over there for that
Because
kind of stuff.
they have name brand stuff.
Do they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They'd probably have White Rain bar of soap.
Yeah, and it's like a
for sure.
It's like a bootleg Irish Spring, because they have
Yeah.
like the little clovers all over. I'm like, this ain't real Irish Spring, but it's fine.
I bought some body wash at the Dollar Tree one time, and it was, I forgot the brand, but it was a known brand. It wasn't Old Spice or anything. I got home the next morning. I cracked that open, got in the shower. I was like, I got a great deal on this.
Yeah.
And I might as well have been trying to lather myself with super glue. I mean, it wasn't sticky, but there was no lather, and I love a good rich lather.
Sure.
I love
Yeah.
to slather with lather.
Yeah.
And it felt like I wasn't even using soap. It
Not a
was like,
bubble.
this is a bottle full of water I'm rubbing on myself.
There ain't a bubble inside.
And I kept
Body
And
oil.
I'd put
Yeah.
more on the washcloth. I said, maybe I don't have enough, and I'm just plooping it on there.
Yeah.
It's like, nothing.
They're like, this is water gel base.
Yeah. It was like taking a shower with hand sanitizer.
I don't know if I'm clean or not.
Like, this smells like alcohol.
Yeah.
Have you ever walked by a thing of hand sanitizer and got you a pump of it, and as you're walking away rubbing it in, you realize that it's liquid soap?
No.
Have you ever done that?
No.
I've done
Or
it.
lotion or
Yeah,
something.
I've
You're
done
like,
it so
I
many
do.
times. I'm like, now I gotta go back.
Ugh. That's so gross.
All right, we got more coming up.
This is TJ Riggins Extra Funny. It's now easier than ever at the homepage, tjriggins.com. Click the deals button to get all our exclusive best deals anywhere from all of the TJ and Riggins show partners. Add it to your phone's home screen today.
The big Independence Day sale is going on at Sweet Dreams Furniture and Mattress. Savings all over the place on mattresses and bedroom furniture, plus that delivery service that's second to none. Go to tjriggins.com/mattress to check out Sweet Dreams Furniture and Mattress. Sounds like a sweet deal to me.
Thank you for being part of the new radio explosion.
Let's do it!
Now, back to TJ and Riggins Extra Funny.
As long as we're talking about things that happen in the bathroom. Riggins, when you went to work with me the other night, did you go into the men's room that was right when we came in, or right as we were going out? Did you go in there?
I think so.
Now, this radio station that I work for at night I think it was the first radio station in North Carolina. It's such a legendary heritage, they call it, radio station. There's also a TV station in there. They used to be together as in the same company. They're not anymore, but the building has been there for a long time. And you can tell when you go into the men's room, because not only are the stalls where the toilets are tiny, because people used to not be as big.
Yeah, right.
We done got bigger as a society. Steroids in the chickens and all.
That's what it is.
But Lindsay, you've seen a urinal, right?
yeah, yeah.
Okay. Well, the urinal on the wall in this men's room is a full-size toilet bowl that's mounted onto the wall, but it doesn't have a seat on it.
Okay.
And instead of having a regular shaped urinal hanging on the wall, it's just it's the biggest, and it's got the same amount of water in it as if you were in there at a regular toilet. It's huge.
Yeah. Jutting out from the wall.
Yeah. It's so cool.
So do you, how do I say this
poop in
without being gross? Do you?
Yeah. No.
You do?
No.
Okay,
No.
so it's just for that. They just decided, or that was the old school version of a urinal.
Thinking that's an old school version of the urinal.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. You could give a good swirly in that one.
Yeah. And like a regular urinal of today, doesn't have much water in it at all. This thing has the full bowl with the same amount of water that a regular toilet would have in it.
What is the water? What is the less water about? I mean,
I don't know.
Well, it's an environmental thing. Like a lot of these no flush toilets and stuff like that. They're
you don't.
environmentalist / communist things. Yeah, the whole movement is about communism. But anyway, this is old school, full flow.
Interesting.
8 gallons of flush.
Yeah, but it's so small. If there are 2 adult men in there, you're kind of on top of each other. If you start to move around to go to the sink, and then somebody else is at the sink, yeah, it's small because people were so much smaller when they built that. On average, people were smaller.
I'm shocked they haven't done a reno for that.
Yeah,
A Reno, you say?
Well,
Somebody's been watching HGTV.
yeah,
Lisa
yeah.
Reno.
Me and the HGTVers say reno.
Yeah.
But seriously, because you're like touching.
I know, but it's really nice. It's not, it's not crumbling or, it doesn't look like it's needing to be replaced or anything like that. It's just all of it is nice.
Peeing used to be more for men, more of a communal activity, and I can prove it by if you've ever gone to some baseball parks, you go and pee in a trough.
Yeah.
And I remember being a kid going to like an American Legion baseball game, and the bathroom was a dump, and there was like 10 guys, just peeing in a bathtub basically, and it's just like, this is still, and they're still around. You can still see.
Yeah, they're
them.
metal now though.
Are they metal?
Yeah.
This one just looked like a porcelain bathtub that was all chipped up and shallow.
Was the water always running in it? Because they used to make those like that, and then they had a pipe that went over the top of it with holes like a sprinkler.
Yes.
But it was just barely dripping all the time, just to keep it always flushing.
Yeah, that is true.
Because there wasn't, each individual couldn't flush when they were finished because everybody else is, still using it.
Ugh, I'm glad we've moved away from that. That is disgusting.
I think they ought to put those in women's restrooms.
Let them be there.
It'd move that line along a lot faster.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, true about that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Move along.
And I know what takes women so long in the bathroom.
What?
Talking.
Yeah, I mean, that's what it is.
Yeah, they'll say, well, I'm just, checking my hair, my makeup. You were talking. Mm-hmm. You found somebody to talk to because you have so much in common with these ladies. You both pee.
We had to pee at the same time. Oh my gosh.
So they start talking when they're in line.
Yeah.
And then they get in there, and then when they're finished, I barely made it. Me too, girl. And where'd you say you're from?
Mm-hmm. Friendships form in the bathroom.
Right. Men don't even want to look at each other.
No. It'd be weird if they did. Be talking
Don't
to
make
me.
eye contact.
It's weird.
Yeah, if a man is in the bathroom talking, it's because he's drunk and he's just thinking that he's being entertaining.
Yeah.
And the other guys are like, shut up.
Shut up. And then you're
Last
stuck in the
place you
urinal.
want a conversation.
Yeah.
Or you hear conversation going on when it's a dad and his son, like his little son. Okay, now look, just wash your hands. Throw the paper towel over there. That's about it. Everything else is just, hey, thank you. Excuse me. That's it.
Keep it to a minimum.
Yeah. But that urinal with the toilet bowl on the wall, we could have used that together, Riggins, at the same time.
Sure. I'd be down. Cross some swords. Is that what they use to call it?
That big. That's funny.
But again, with how the difference in the size of people, it's hard to stand in front of that thing to use it because it's right up against the wall.
Yeah.
You have to get to kind of to the side of it.
Yeah.
So your butt's like touching the back wall.
Well, your butt is faced where it's almost touching the stalls.
The door of the stall.
Yeah.
Oh, the stall. Okay.
Yeah. So if you're using that urinal in one of the stalls, if somebody walks out, they're going to bump into you.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Mm-hmm. Crazy.
You got to peek in there and make sure nobody's in there before you go in there.
It's your turn. Okay.
Excuse me. Come on.
Sir, it's not a one stall. Yes, it is.
And I was in there one night, and one of the most popular TV reporters was in there. Mm-hmm. And it was awkward because it was when I first started, and I didn't know, when I'd walk in that bathroom, I was like, oh, it's small in here.
Yeah.
And so we got awkwardly close in there. And I didn't even say anything. I didn't say, hey, enjoy your work, whatever. I just
it's an unspoken rule. You just don't do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then again, if he wanted to talk to me, he knew who I was, obviously.
Yeah.
Everybody would have known who I am. Mm-hmm. The lowly night guy.
It's Extra Funny with TJ and Riggins.
The TJ and Riggins Show is new at 7 a.m. Eastern each weekday morning and available most anywhere you watch or listen to shows. YouTube, podcast platforms, streaming, and radio station sites are all now at our media center at tjriggins.com. It works just like an app, easy to navigate, and you'll get everything right there on one page. All the podcasts, all the videos, all the great deals you can take advantage of as a member of the radio family. The TJ and Riggins Show is right there in your hand. Learn how to add it to your phone's home screen at tjriggins.com/ad.